Hi guys, how are you doing today? I hope everybody is well. Obviously, I've got stuff just sitting around on my desk. Although some of this stuff is so I can show it to you. Because I do like to show you sometimes what I did in the live on Sunday. So like, which is on Facebook in a Facebook group called Junk Journal with Penny. So I kind of made a master board. I should have probably taken a picture of it before I ripped it up, but I was making a video. So basically I took the tracing paper, or I don't know where my tracing paper is, so it's drafting paper. And because that's what I could find, because I just buy what I find at the thrift store. And so I kind of made a master board, and I had some stamps like this that I did black, and then everything else I did in a color. And then I used those on these tags that I have that have these little frames on them. So then I could still see the frame behind it. And these stamps were just the perfect size for on these IKEA tags. So these tags, I guess people have bought them at IKEA, and I find them at thrift stores unused all the time. Or maybe they were like a free gift from IKEA. I don't know. Now, the thing with the drafting paper is I am noticed that even though I used archival ink, like it's kind of smudged a little bit around her dress. But this is a cool thing that happened is when I put this ink over the black ink, it separated the black ink. So then you could see that flourish on the Victrola, which is kind of cool. And then there's that. And then I also made some like of the washi tape. And so put a little piece on that. Added a little tiny piece down there because we had orange and orange. So I needed a third orange, right? And then also the masterboard one stuck on that. What else? Oh, there's another one of these. Everything's all over the place. And this I glued these on there. I didn't put the tape on the back. I didn't put another little piece in there. This is just something I had in my stash, which I'll probably do in next week's live. And then one of these weeks we'll revisit clusters in the live. And then since I was doing that, I decided to kind of do a little test, I guess. So this paper is the same paper that's here, and then I stamped here. I stamped on this one too, but then I also stamped on the tracing paper or drafting paper. I think they're pretty much the same thing. So it pushes the background so you can see the picture a little bit better. But this is a nice thing too. I mean, I like both ways. Especially if you're doing like a vintage wallpaper kind of a background with a vintage image. Thought that came out really cute. And this is just some of the stamped, oh, nope, that's just some more of the, yeah, there I just did like X's. Getting all, and there's a little piece of that piece left of this. Oh my goodness. The washi tape, kind of like what Rachel did. Because I'm a little surprised sometimes that people that are on Facebook don't always watch YouTube, and then people that are on YouTube aren't always on Facebook. And then some people are on Instagram and aren't on either of the other ones. So, I don't know. You got to kind of catch all the things to catch all the people and give everybody. There's another piece of the homemade washi tape. Now, what I did, because if you watched Gayle today, she did this with the stamping on the tracing paper. I got to find my tracing paper because I almost think my drafting paper might be a little shinier. I don't know. So, I put my tape on first. And then I cut into strips. And that way I wouldn't have to deal with the paper around the edges. And you know how the height of the paper affects your stamping. So that's what I did with that. Alright, I have this out for doorknobs. Oh yeah, because we're going to make house tags. I had at least 3 people say they wanted to see me make these on the YouTubes. So I thought I would go ahead and do that. And just for fun, I went through my toot and puddle to see if there was any pictures. I'd have to make a pretty big house to fit some of these in the windows. But then look, here they are behind windows. So how can I not use those on a house tag, right? Oh my goodness, I love Toot and Puddle. I gotta find more books by Toot and Puddle. I love them so much. So, or even the same book, because there's just really cute pictures, and then you have to like choose one side or the other. When I made these before, these were pieces of cardstock, and then if I want to use it for a tag, I can back it to make it all pretty on the back. And this is a button, which is why my door sticks up so high. Because I didn't cut off the back of the button. And then for him, I had to put the frame around. And for these, I just stuck the frame behind. So we'll see how I do things today. I don't know. I don't always do things the same way twice. In fact, I have some other ideas. I thought it might be kind of fun to take an envelope and make sure I stay in frame. Might be nice. Here we go. That might help. And use that as my base for a house. I may have to cut it down some, or I may make it like a little pocket on the back and just do it up a little bit. By the way, Straight Ahead Ministries, if you want to check them out, you can go donate money. They help troubled youth. My mom used to volunteer with them when she was still alive. So, all right, what do we want to do? Do we want to do some fall colors? Oh, all right, I'm just boring. I like to use like this for my house sometimes, but I really like the polka dots too. Let's see. Ooh, here's some polka dots. They're little polka dots, so I might save these for the windows on one of them. See, even this paper that's a little bit thicker is not quite cardstock, but I think it'll work on this. But I have the whole paper pad too. Let's see. Ooh, I like that, but it's kind of a big print. Ooh, that could work. That could work. Actually, really. I'll show you. I'll show you how I would use that. Probably wouldn't have... Oh, and then we like the orange plaid. Always like the orange plaid. Pumpkins. This could work as well. That'd be cute. Whether I went up and down or across, because it's almost could be like... Fine. I might just do fall-inspired colored ones. There's more of the plaid. Plaid would be really cute as well. And more of the paisley, which all the colors and the paisley and all the things is why I chose that. Do I have this down here? I do have this down here. But you know what? We're not going to use our paper cutter. No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Because we don't need perfection. So, I'm going to cut this way. Which way? This way. I don't know, maybe you can see me. And I'm going to leave the border on the edges here. And I'm just going to cut this long one in the middle. And if I hang off the edges of my envelope... No, I would not hang off the edges of my envelope. My envelope is longer. We might not use the envelope for this first one. We'll see. Or we'll cut the envelope to fit our needs. Because it would be kind of cute to have it be a house and a pocket and a journaling spot. I'm not asking for much, right? I mean, we don't want it to be taller than our book, so there's that. And what's nice is the way it was cut. I actually have a roof on there and everything. So that could be a really fun house tag. I'm just trying to think if I want to do it on there. Or if I do it on here and just let the... I don't know. This one's not going to be as wonky as some of the other ones, but it should be cute, and it'll be tall. Alright, let's just... I'm going to glue it onto this envelope. And I'm going to cut off part of the envelope, which is the... I'm going to glue my envelope down. And just make sure I don't get glue on the inside of the envelope. I just want to glue it closed. And then I will put this on the front here. So I don't have to go all the way. Okay, this is where I may be cutting off that edge. We'll see. I haven't decided yet. And then I also went up too high with my glue, didn't I? I don't know. I'm going to cut it off wherever it doesn't go anyway. Now I am channeling Tina with the use of the glue. Who's Tina? You don't watch Tina? Tina is Shabby Dabby Doodah on YouTube. And she's fun to watch. She does a lot of Victorian stuff, but sometimes she goes out of her comfort zone, which I think is actually in, like, where she really could be. Like, where she could be happy. You know what I'm saying? Right there. In case you're wondering, it was right there. And I'm just going to cut this off. So now my tag can be a pocket, or you can make it into a belly band, and it would still have a pocket on the side too. So you could just glue it under your page here and here, and it could be a belly band and a cute little house. We need a door. A door, a door, a door. Alright, this is pretty busy, so I don't want to go too crazy with the... Alright, I think some music might be fairly safe. Let's not go too safe. And then I have, ooh, no, this lovely paper, which is one of my favorites, which is why I have so many, because every time paper goes on sale, or last year anyway, I tended to go and buy more. Alright, so we need a little door. It's a skinny house, so we're going to have skinny doors and skinny windows. And I'm going to use these cards that came with that kit that I got. I'm going to go ahead and make a frame for my door. A door frame. It's going to be on the sides and the top, not the bottom. And then, you know, my door is a little bit wonky. That's why I'm not using, I don't want it to be perfect, which is why I'm using scissors. And the wonkiness will be a little bit more pronounced when I cut around my edges in a non-precise manner. And I just happen to have these on my table when I came to make these, and I'm like, oh, well, those will make perfect door handles. Or I could use Tim Holtz door handles. I'm going to save those for closures on journals though, but that would be one thing you could use. I have these tiny little ones. Let's see, I have these which come in different, I think I want a copper one. Whoops, that one went in with the cheapos. And then I also have, you know, just the little gold cheapo ones, which would be a little bit smaller than that one. But, you know, if we have a big doorknob, we have a big doorknob. I don't know. But, you know, there's options. So I think these would be way too big as a doorknob. Or maybe not. I don't know. Maybe on another one. So I think for this one, I'm going to do this one. Okay, we're gonna what is that color? It's like a rose gold, I guess, maybe. Oh, I might have gone in too deep, but that's okay. So there's my door handle, and I'm just gonna make sure that when I spread it, I go up and down. So, easy peasy door handle. And I noticed when I came into my house, mine was on the left side. I kept making them on the right side the other day. So I thought, I'll start making them on the right side. And now I need some windows. Should I put it in the middle? But then I can't put a window down here. That's okay. I'll put some windows here. Alright, so that is our front door, which I'll go ahead and glue down. You can't see. I'm totally off camera. It's going to totally bug you and me the whole time. I don't know. This little Italian tile thing. Maybe I do need to put the little drinking pigs in the top. But it's snowing in there. Well, they're doing. They just. One of them just came home. So they're like, cheers. They are they'd have to be like a big picture window, actually. Yeah, they're a little too big for this skinny tag. They're going to go on a tag, though, because they are just totes adorable. I love them. Oh, no. Can I make the windows tall? No, I'm going to use them on a different tag. Just stop, Darcy. Stop, 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 stop. Oh, I was thinking, wouldn't that make a cute frame for a window or something? Anyway. Want a couple windows. Oh, my goodness, with the... So the windows, they don't have to match outside of the house because the windows are the wallpaper inside the house. You know what I'm saying? I mean, would you have music on your wall inside your house? Probably not. And then if I want to use something that's a little crazy and out there, I had another thought for the windows. That's the thing. This is just all the paper I brought over. It's not all the paper I have. I will just do the polka dots. Alright, I need skinny windows or one big window. I think I'm going to do 2 skinny windows. So, they might have to be skinnier than that. But we'll start with that. I don't know why I always want to make my windows so big. Okay, tall skinny windows. Let's see. Alright, and they need a frame. So I'm going back to my card here. Might make them a little bit shorter. No, because I got a tall house. Tall skinny windows are okay. I am going to make them a little bit skinnier. I hate that. Alright, these dots are going to drive me crazy though. They hurt my eyes already. I have to go, like, I'm good with wonky, but apparently I am not good with dots going in a weird direction. It doesn't work for me. How weird am I? Okay. I feel better now. Our dots are... more in keeping with our eyesight. I don't know. What do you think? I prefer straight up and down dots, but apparently this paper was all wonky, but we're so busy already. I'm just going with the straight up and down dots and the tall skinny windows, which need to be a little bit skinnier. They can be that tall, but they definitely need to be skinnier. It's fairly quiet in the house today. My husband has gone to help at the food pantry, and my older son has gone to work, and my younger son is just upstairs getting ready to settle in to do something. He just had his lunch. He eats a little late. I do too. It's almost 5 o'clock. He just ate lunch. But our schedules are always, you know, messed up. I mean, my son didn't go to work until 5. And my husband left, what, 3 o'clock, probably 3:30 to go. I don't know, whenever he finished work, he left. Because today was a work from home day. And I went to the grocery store. Oh, I picked up some stuff for my friend to help her prep some stuff so that she can work on more stuff for her craft show on Saturday that I'm helping her with. So, you know, help where I can, because she had the kids home today. So, you know, and all these unexpected things keep happening. So it doesn't matter how well you plan out your time. Something is going to happen. Something is going to come up that makes it almost impossible to do what you need to do. Now, I had a thought about the windows. Since this is essentially the wallpaper back there, I thought, well, what if we made it look like put this over it so it's like glass in front of the window? Do we like that or not? I'm thinking of doing that. So, I'm just gonna I should have glued it onto the pink first is what I should have done. And I need the, do you know what I need? This is what I need. Right, let's move this a little bit. We don't need to see this in our line of sight. Oh, I have an idea for the roof on this one. Hold on, let it go. Alright, you don't get to see it yet. So I'm gonna put some of that drafting paper, which is basically essentially tracing paper, over that. So it's almost like glass. It just kind of puts it into the background a little bit, as if it was, you know, glass a little bit for in the, I don't know. I thought it might be, since we're using tracing paper this past week a lot with our washi tape with Roxy Creations and whatnot, I thought, why not? Since it was out and I had the thought to do so, I thought it might be fun. That's why. Just because it was sitting on my desk when I started this video is why we're adding this. I did not do it to the original tags that I make. You do not have to do this part. All you can do whatever you want to do. You don't even have to make these, obviously. But you can have some fun making these. Now, where is my white pen? I have a million of them. Let's see if this white paint pen will work or not. And I want to do this before. Do you work? Come on. Probably not. Because I never actually got to use it. And all the time that I've had it, it's never, I don't think it's ever, either I've never used it or I've never gotten it to work. It's the Painter's opaque medium and no liquid once. I hear liquid inside. But the nib, oh, here we go. Here we go. What am I going to do, you ask? Well, we need little window panes. So I'm just taking a little paint pen. On the other one, I think I used gel pen. You use what you got or use nothing at all. You don't have to do this part. It's optional. Are my lines straight? No. Are my panes lined up? No. Because are we making perfect houses? No, we're not. We are making wonky houses. This one just happens to be straighter than the other ones because I had lines to follow when I cut it out. But for the most part, we're working on wonky houses. Wonky houses are not perfect. I might have to go over that again. I think some of my paint came off. Maybe I want to go that way. It's a little bit closer, I guess. I know, I said we don't have to be perfect. I'll put my windows a little closer, I guess. There. Stick, stay, stuck. Okay. And then I thought I'd take this burlap and make that my roof. I might bring my roof down here. Yeah. All right. So, maybe this is where the wonkiness will come in. And usually I do, but this house, it's telling me it wants this kind of a roof. Which actually make it look more like a tag top too, right? Does it need to be that tall? No, that's a little bit on the tall side. This is just burlap that you can buy in sheets. All right. I cut all that bit off. And I will use, what will I use? I don't know where my art glitter glue is, so we're just going to use my quick dry tacky glue again. In case you're wondering, that's what's in this bottle is quick dry, Alien's quick dry tacky glue. In the burlap paper I got at Hobby Lobby. Because I was like, oh, burlap would be fun for fall. And then I haven't used it on hardly anything. I think I will do something with it on a cover at some point. That's still a little bit tall. Oh, here's what I can do. I'm just going to cut off where the top of this envelope is. because it does not need to be taller than the envelope. There we go. Cut off my excess here. It's a little wonky. That's all right. It's supposed to be wonky. So there's my first very tall house, which can be journaled on the back, or you can glue it onto a page and you have a pocket here. And then you could glue it so that there's a tall skinny pocket or a tuck spot, or as if this one's tall enough, you could glue it here and here, and it could be a belly band with a pocket in it. And then you could add any other decoration, like if it's a fall journal, you could add some leaves or a pumpkin by the door or whatever. So there's that one, which I changed up by putting it on an envelope. And let's see. Because last time I had some index cards sitting around that I grabbed to use for a base. And this time, apparently, I don't have index cards sitting around to use as a base. Alright, let's see. What do we want to do next? We're going to do our house for... Where'd my piggies go? Let's see. I have these cut out too because I was... Oh, I have an idea. I know. I'm just going to make some windows, I think, for tags. Like, and they can be like, you see him in the window of just a window pocket. I don't know. Because I don't really want to make a tag that big. That's why. How much do we hate ourselves? Are we going to use this? No, just use that. Let's use something else. Alright, I like the idea of using this one. Let's close this. Let's go ahead and make it a wonky house. Oh, or, you know what, actually? I think I'm going to redo my mushroom house because I was not a fan of that mushroom. I just needed the top to be bigger or something. I don't know what was wrong with it, but that's something I did not like about it. And that is not a mushroom top, is it? Not that it has to be. See, it's still not wide enough. I make really fat mushrooms, apparently. I thought I saw some jelly plate paper here. Alright, let's choose this. So, my mushroom needs to be like... Okay, first of all, well, no. This is a weird green, isn't it? I think it needs to be at least twice as long. And about half as tall. Alright, I think that looks more like the bottom. Alright. And no, I'm not cutting out, I'm not tracing anything, I just cut. Alright, see now though it's a more proportionate mushroom, even though it's really a huge, I mean, how wide is our page usually? Usually about 5, this is 7 inches. I'm going to have to probably take some off of that because I don't have many books that are 7 inches. So there's that. Did that take off enough? 6 inches? Usually about 9 by 6. If I have to trim it off, I can. So, also, I could just make this a little bit more narrow. Tiny little mushroom house. Should we make a little mushroom garage next to it? Oh, I kind of want to now. A little mushroom garage. See, this is what happens when you craft with me. You just get random little, let's make a garage to go with it kind of a deal. For my little mouse car or whatever. I don't know. So that will like attach to there. And that will go like that. And now we need a door. It's a little weird little door, wouldn't it be? I don't know. I don't know where that watch is in the house, or I don't know, I'd probably smash it. Is it an attached garage? Sort of. It's a semi-detached. I mean, I don't know. I just need a little more space for doors and windows, you know? So it's a little garage, so it needs a little garage door. Right? I know, it's not exactly the same green. I might choose something different. We'll see. Or I could really go crazy and do like pink or purple windows to go with this burgundy and green. Those have a little burgundy in them though. Let's see. How tall is my door? Not sure why my door is going to be bigger than my... Maybe I should make my doors and windows smaller. Maybe that's my problem. There's the little door. And then this would be like a little garage door. A little garage door. I don't know, yet now y'all know I'm crazy. And windows. Where's my... would they have glass on their windows? I don't know. Do I have little pictures of mice I could put in my windows? I don't know. Somewhere, maybe. Not upon initial, when I looked initially. Windows. I'm going to put a round window, first of all. How big does my window need to be? I do not know. Let's see. I've got some 1 inch and a 1 1/4 inch. Yeah, that would probably be good. So I would need this size, I think, for my frame. Where'd my frame go? Ah! Where'd the paper I was using for frames go? I'm not going to use that paper then. We're going to use this paper for a frame. Nope, this one with more lines. I don't know how many windows can we get in here. We shall find out. Might be able to fit. Or maybe it's in the top. I don't know. Well, maybe our garage will be detached. Oh, we could make that taller. That could help. Our windows are going to be kind of wonky. Alright, and then I might use this pink again. Alright, I want to punch a hole in this really thin tracing paper type stuff. So I'm going to put it with the other paper. Because paper cutters don't like thin paper like that. And then my window glass will be the same size as my windows this time. Don't know if I'll put panes in or not. But glue that on there. Glue that one on there. I know I haven't even checked to see if these sizes are good together. Hopefully they will be. They're 1/4 inch apart. You can't get much closer than that in... Yeah, that'll be kind of cute. Okay. Do this like a 4-year-old. The gluing and whatnot. Your frames do not always have to be white, clean, perfect frames. In fact, you don't even have to use a paper cutter. They'll be more wonky if you try to cut them yourselves. Oh, I need a frame on my... Sure, let's use this as well. and on our garage door. Wish I could find myself a little tiny car to put in my garage. It'd be super cute. Alright, so for my doors, I just do a frame on the top and the sides. In the bottom, I just cut flush. And I don't know how to do steps, or I might do steps on some of these, but I don't, so I won't. Just a little tiny frame on my doors. And then if we have time, I guess I should go ahead and do, yeah, I don't know, we're already getting pretty long in here. A haunted house one, but you saw my other haunted house ones. Those are just like extra wonky. I don't know. If you don't want to see the haunted house one, then you can turn off, you know, once you see the rest of this one. Don't know why these seem to be taking so long to make. But for some reason, they do. And then I would just back this with some paper that's writable. Coffee dyed paper, or probably the ledger paper that would match my frames. Might be cute to use. Okay, put my windows on. Got a window here. Houses and mushrooms are set up different, so our windows are different. Yep, I'm going with that. That's my reasoning for my weird windows. And then put my... And then when I back it, I would back the whole thing in one piece if possible. So I would basically glue it on, because I need to give it some firmness, and then also it would just, you know, I'd glue it on paper and then cut it out around it. But that's kind of cute. We got a little a mushroom house with a semi-detached garage. And I guess I didn't use my little pigs today, but they're in a winter window, so they might have to go in a winter house for some point. Now, where? Oh, here we go. For our haunted house, I tend to use my dark black. You know what? I just had a thought. I'm just gonna... Now, when you rip towards you, that's how you keep from getting the white, is you rip towards you. Because what I ripped, what was away from, you know, I ripped towards me, and the back part has the white. I don't want the white. And apparently, I don't want a regular normal house either, so. Trying to figure out where I want to. So, I need windows. So, this is definitely going to be some wonky windows, isn't it? I'm not sure exactly how I would go about doing my frames on these if I'm ripping them, but I'll try. And I am wasting a little bit of paper because I do want them to be not too mangledy doo. There's a door and a roof. How about a roof? A rusty roof. A nice rusty metal type roof. So I'm just ripping because I just was curious to see what it would look like if I did a ripped house, because why not? We're always ripping our papers. And I don't hate it. My windows are a little bit too big though. For a little more control, you just keep your thumbs together. And my windows are a little bit tall. There we go. 2 windows. They need a frame. Really, the door is big, but that's okay. It's supposed to be bigger than the windows. Now, I don't want a nice, pretty white. Like, I don't want to use that. It's just too pretty. How about this weird, I don't love this color, green. Okay, first things first. Don't know where to tear if... Oh, did we want to do... No, I think that'll just make it even harder if I try to do that on a, put the vellum on. I've decided not to put the vellum on. It's just what I've decided. Alright. Let's see if we can do this. I'm tempted to cut around the frames because I think it will make, yeah, I think I will. I think it'll make the ripped stand out a little bit more if I, oh. Here, we'll do, where, I wanted to cut, but do I know where my scissors went? Nope, where'd my scissors go, people? Here they are. I'll show you. Oops. Well, there's our first two houses. Stay. Alright, because then I would have this as a straight line. Hold on, let's cut this out. Cut that out. And cut that out. Don't worry, that's not my frame. Alright, we'll try to rip it and see what happens. Oh, the glue will stick to our fingers. That's what will happen. Making it a little trickier, but keeping my thumbs close together, trying not to tear off. Oh, we don't want. All right, I'm using my scissors on the bottom because it's just easier, because that's the bottom of the door, and I only want to frame these three bits. These three, the sides and the top. Oh, we got to figure out a door. Hey, did we not put a doorknob on the other one? I don't think we did. Might want to find a doorknob. So, here you go. Extra wonky, extra scary to live in house. That's what makes it haunted, is it's all of extra scary to live in. When I find my stamps, I will add some, what will I add? Spider webs and spiders. The last time I kept doing the, for the doorknob, I would do the spider stamp. I might actually do a nice little doorknob on this one. Oh, I don't know what I'm going to do on that mushroom one because I forgot to put the doorknob on before I put the door on. What was I thinking? Not hearts. I have squares. But I also have these dark. Where'd it go? Here. Whoops. There's that silvery one. I feel like there was a darker one. I think that's the darkest one. Is that the same? Yeah, those are the same. You know when you can't tell because there's little shadows, so it looks a little different, but then you're like, nope, it's not any different. Which side should we do the doorknob? I think I'll do it on the right side this time. Oh yeah, I asked, nobody answered in my other video. What side is your outside doorknob on? I think both our doors, when you're coming in from the outside, our doorknobs are on the left when you're walking in. Alright, just want to make sure that is turned. So brads are great for using for doorknobs, or you could just cut out a little circle, which I did on one of my doors. And I used a button on one as well. Okay, so my windows, I'm going to take a black pen and I think I'm going to come down here, come across here, come down here, nice and not straight, and then make my window frame going across like that, because I don't know, I just am. Because that's what I decided to just suddenly do. It's an option. Something you can try if you want to. Of Of course, you could even use a thicker pen, which would come all the way to the inside of your window. But doesn't matter. It's a wonky house. Oh, and I haven't made a chimney yet. Let me make a chimney for this one, because you gotta know how to make a chimney. You can make it could just be a little rectangle, square, a couple squares and rectangles glued together, whatever. I don't know. This one, I'm gonna have to rip, right? So who knows what will happen with it. And for some continuity, I think I will use maybe this green. Oh, look, I already have a piece that's already partially ripped. So, gonna rip my little chimney here. Now, I kind of, but then I have to rip that side too. Nope, we're just gonna do this. I kind of wanted the thing on the top, but it's just gonna be weird like that. Should have inked those. That would have been good. Did not ink them. Inking has not even come into the equation on this particular project for some strange reason. Especially on this particular one, because wouldn't it make sense to ink up a haunted house? Now this one might be a little hard to back. However, I mean, you could just tear around, you know, give it a more solid. This is just paper. It's not a very good tag yet. Or you could just try to cut as close to these as you grip around it and give it a little bit of a frame. However you want to do it, you know? And I'm going to just be weird and try to ink up my little frames here, since they're not dried down real great. They're all sticking up for some weird reason that I don't understand, because I'm just not a good gluer, I guess. I must have cut that one and then forgot to rip it. Whatever. So there we are, 3 little funky, wonky, cutesy, I don't know, houses that I made today. And then here's the favorite one that I made last time. So if you like have like a little stamp and do a little bird, you can stick it on there. Or if you have cute little pictures to put in the windows, you can do that. But the basic thing is, you know, you have your house space, you do a door, you do some frames. You know, that's the basic of it. You might draw in some panes. You might add a little pumpkin or something if it's a fall one. Or a bat or spider webs to a haunted one. So yeah, so there you go. That is today's video, and I hope you will make some. And if you do, I'd love to see them. So you can tag me on Instagram. I'm Darcy's Mixed Media. So it's Darcy's, I don't think it's an apostrophe. I don't think you can do apostrophes. Slash on the bottom, mixed slash on the bottom media is what I am on Instagram. Or if you join my group on Facebook, which is the same as my YouTube channel, Darcy's Misadventures with Mixed Media, which Instagram doesn't let you do that many letters, which is why that's not what I am on Instagram. Guess I could change it to all just Darcy's Mixed Media, except Etsy won't let me change my channel, my store name, so I don't know. But this is my favorite one that I made when I made it, and it stays in my room. So, yep. All right. You guys have a delightful day. I would love to see what you make. So tag me or join my group on Facebook and put a picture, post a picture. You're free to post pictures in my group of stuff you make. So yeah, have a delightful day, everybody. Love you.